We are here at the Chamahala Gardens. Visited Mr. Mazunda to know more about what he's doing in order to beautify the area and other things that he is doing. So, uh, uh, this is Manuel Chirwa. I'm with Mr. Mazunda, Geoffrey. Mr. Mazunda, uh, what really made you to come up with this issue of Chamahala Garden? What was the passion behind it?
Thanks a lot, Mr. Chirwa, and I'm greatly humbled for your visit. This is a rare opportunity to interact with you. The inspiration or motivation behind the Samahara Gardens is actually the way I was brought up. I was brought up from the rural community. Of course, my background was really pathetic or poor background. But the good part is that in the village we are actually more close to natural resources, trees, flowers, natural flowers, and then streams, birds. So as I was growing up, I had an opportunity to go to high school where I did agriculture. I did agriculture as a subject as well as art as a subject. Then at a later stage, I went to university. I had an opportunity to go to university where I studied general forestry. That actually now brought actually uh, something, a component which is very special to me about natural resources. Studied natural resources there where we had courses like botany, ecology. So I was actually praying to God that whenever I have resources or whenever time comes, whenever I have an opportunity to have land, I need to make sure that that land is actually beautified. As you can see, there are natural trees there. Those trees, we didn't tamper with them. Those trees, we did tamper with them. And then we have planted these mangoes, there's pine there, there are these flowers, just to make the place look beautiful, as we have ornamental as well as natural trees. And then as I was developing the place, each step that I made actually inspired me to do more in terms of beautification, not until this far. Okay.
Actually, this area is very beautiful.
So
It is an area whereby people can visit, come and get photos, not for free, but at least there will be something else they can see so that we can continue with the same progress. If I may ask, the time we were starting this Chamala Garden, what were the challenges that you faced?
okay. Um, Chamahala Gardens actually is just an expansion of already established garden which is inside our house, inside the wall fence. We planted some mangoes and oranges inside there, which actually inspired us as a family to do more when we had an opportunity to acquire this land. So this land is specifically for plants. We have revenues generated from selling the fruits, and in the near future we'll have a nursery for fruit trees as well as ornamental. But as things stand, we have a nursery for flowers, Duranta flowers and rose flowers. We started already, but since now we have these plants which will actually provide us with as mother plants, will provide us with scions, and then we will definitely have an opportunity to expand our nursery. And then as a garden, as Chamahara garden, we will make sure to put a wire fence for security reasons, because we understand these trees will give us fruits that in turn will actually sell. But the challenge we have, it's actually water. But we tried our level best. We dug a well there. God willing, we'll definitely put a submissive pump and a tank so that we have actually enough water and easy access to the water so that we are able to water our garden. But we have a submissive pump which actually supply water even here. So just to cushion the issue of water, we decided to actually have that well there.
Okay, thank you very much. As you are doing this, we know that it's a business, it's a company. Um, what type of customers or clients, how can these clients find you? So if they want to beautify their homes, their lawns, how can they find you?
Okay, that's a good one. In fact, as we were developing this place, we used to when you capture pictures and then you post on your wall, then people started asking to say, but that place looks beautiful. Where is that place? And then you start explaining, they know this is our home. And then some of the people that really wanted also to have their places beautified, they used to visit us. Some of them, they even contracted us to do some works. And then that's how we realized to say we need to come up with a Facebook page, yeah, Jomema General Dealers Outdoor Beautification. So that's the branch of our business that we have actually ventured into, and our base is actually Chamahala Gardens, where we are going to have nurseries, so that our branch of business is actually supported. So far, we have actually done a number of projects, about 4 to 5 families that have actually contracted us to do the beautification in their home.
Okay, so uh, I know this time issues of employment is very difficult at the moment. Everyone is crying
Yeah.
why the government is not employing us. What are your ways? How can you encourage the youth so that they can venture in such issues? What are your ways to encourage the youth?
Okay. So we the population is growing, and there will never be a time when the government will have more spaces to employ. So young people, what they should do, they should go to school uh, to acquire education, but they should also think through in terms of skills. They need to develop skills that will definitely help them generate revenue, generate income. Like I've already mentioned that we have a nursery that side. It's a skill. It's a skill that actually I learned from school, but with passion. I started developing that skill because initially I didn't know which soils I should use, or how to do pot feeding, and how to cut the branches or the cuttings of flowers, which part is more viable to shoot, all those issues. So bit by bit, because of the passion, because of the interest, even the arrangement of these stones, these stones are just left idle. But you see, as you can see, collected them, do the proper arrangements, make these seats, and then when people came to know that we do this, they started subcontracting us, where at least monthly we have something. I can't say right now I'm not into formal employment. I just do business, and since the time that my contract was terminated from the company where I was working, I've never felt any stress, any disappointment, because I already have something to do. So as things stand, I don't think of working anymore. I just have to develop this. It's bit by bit. You can't just start and then you are established. No, you develop that skill bit by bit. You start trying, not until you get established, and then you start employing fellow young people. So I encourage young people to not get so much disappointed, so much stress. Just identify a skill within yourself and then start doing something. So Chamahala Gardens in few years to come will be supplying these mangoes to supermarkets, to individuals, and any other company that may need our product.
Okay.
Sure.
My last question is that if you were to change something here in Africa, what can you change?
If I wanted to change something here in Africa, is to change the mindset of young people. Change the mindset of young people. You know, we are too much into receiving. We are too much into receiving, but we don't think of actually providing. So what do I mean? What I mean is that we are the resource. We are the resource, but our mindset is so inclined to receive, unlike providing. So we need, when we concentrate, when we say mindset should change, we start providing. We need to identify potential in us as Africans and understand it that we are the solution. We don't need to expect solution from someone. We need to have our own solution. Starting from individual level, family level, community level, and national level, and then continent level as Africa. Then we will definitely consider ourselves as very focused people that are passionate to change our communities. I like one young man who is advocating for entrepreneurship. That's Dumisani Tue. Is really advocating for entrepreneurship so that the mindset of young people should dwell much on realizing the potential and then use their potential to actually provide solutions that will definitely help communities in Africa. So it's the mindset.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Mazunda. It was good to talk to you. Thank you for accommodating me.
Sure.
Yeah. It's
Thanks
not
a lot.
easy. You know that you've got busy schedules.
Thanks a lot.
Okay, thank you very much.
Please. It was really nice interacting with you.
Okay, thank you.
Sure. Thanks.